When you have a toxic mother-in-law, all you can do is pray for the well-being of your relationship. That happened with the relationship between Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik, since it is said that Yolanda Hadid was the cause of all or most of the problems that the couple had. 6 years later, Zayn Malik and Gigi's relationship has ended. This news came after Zayn is said to have had a fight with Yolanda Hadid, Gigi's mother. Do we really think that she caused the breakup? Why do fans think that? Zayn Malik and ex-Gigi Hadid's mom, Yolanda Hadid, are at odds after an argument. There's no love lost between Yolanda and Zayn, a source tells People. But who is Yolanda Hadid? Yolanda Hadid is her maiden name. However, in the entertainment world, she is known as Yolanda Hadid, the mother of the famous models Bella and Gigi Hadid and their brother, Anwar Hadid. This model, interior designer, and personality of Dutch television has appeared in the atmosphere of the North American spectacle. However, in the last couple of days, her name has been constantly sounded on social networks and on sites of international tabloids after the altercation between her and Zayn Malik was published. There was an alleged altercation between Yolanda and her daughter's partner, Zayn Malik, and now Gigi Hadid's ex-boyfriend and father of her granddaughter, Kai. The altercation that was leaked to the TMZ show site allegedly involved statements by Yolanda herself, although the medium would have always treated her as informants as sources and never mentioned the name of the former model. Yolanda has a record of manipulating her own children. First of all, she has an essential role in the careers of her 3 children, Bella, Gigi, and Anwar, and all 3 ended up being models just like their mother. Sounds suspicious. Was this their own decision, or is it that their own mother forced them? Since Yolanda became involved in her children's lives and careers, she has not stopped controlling everything, from what they eat, what they wear, where they go, to who they go out with or without. Some even believe that Yolanda encourages the friendship between Bella and the Kardashians, so this would bring more fame for her daughter and therefore for her. It doesn't sound so crazy, don't you think? However, can you imagine having a mother-in-law like that? A person who manipulates, controls, and encourages her daughter to starve and make discriminatory comments.
Volleyball is a very masculine sport. Modeling is a very feminine thing.
I know.
And that means sometimes we have to give up things that we love to do.
You know, you have to make a choice.
Modeling is my job. Volleyball is my sport.
So their bodies are big and bulky.
Well, this is the reality that Zayn Malik faced. However, for some time, Yolanda and Zayn seemed to get along very well. Could it be that that was all false? Several times, Yolanda posted images and posts of her daughter's relationship with Zayn, even using the hashtag family to let the world know that she strongly agreed with her daughter's new relationship. However, behind the scenes, things were very different, as Yolanda did many things that proved that she never fully approved of Zayn being part of her family. In the end, Yolanda never agreed with this relationship. When Zayn was battling with his anxiety, Yolanda became obsessed with curing him and began to drag him into some extreme measures, like this. Yolanda is known for seeking alternative medicine after her own dramatic quest aimed at finding a cure for her alleged Lyme disease. He and Gigi walked into this weird intervention-type situation, spilled a friend. Yolanda had 6 holistic healers chanting and throwing frankincense on Zayn, even speaking in tongues. It was like a scene from a horror movie. The intervention included a group of people speaking different languages to Zayn in order to cure his anxiety. It goes without saying that Zayn did not agree with this intervention and that he never even gave his consent for it to happen. We know that anxiety is a severe mental illness that must be treated with professional help. So we can say that Yolanda's solution was simply useless and only made his anxiety go from bad to worse. Some years later, Yolanda continued to confirm that she did not agree at all with this relationship between her daughter and Zayn. Why we say this? In 2018, when Zayn and Gigi broke up, Yolanda posted an overly obvious photo where she said the breakup was going to help Gigi grow as a person. The only way that we can live is if we grow. The only way that we can grow is if we change. The only way that we can change is if we learn. The only way we can learn is if we are exposed. And the only way that we can become exposed is if we throw ourselves out into the open. Can you imagine how weird it must have been when Yolanda found out that Gigi and Zayn had reconciled? Zayn, despite everything, has always been nice to Yolanda for Gigi's sake, and especially after she found out that Gigi was pregnant. He even took Yolanda's advice and bought a farm next to the Hadid family to be close to Gigi. However, even with these gestures, Yolanda always cared more about criticizing Zayn than about the relationship between him and her daughter. And now close sources have commented that the only thing Yolanda ever did was criticize Zayn. From how he dressed, what he ate, what food he had in the refrigerator, to how he related to her daughter. And partaking in your daughter's family is fine, but when they feel invaded, it's no longer healthy. And it even seems that Gigi was not bothered by this, because she even had a copy of the keys to her farm maid so that her mother could come and go whenever she wanted. That is no longer healthy. Could it be that Yolanda's control over her daughters, especially over Gigi, was too much to deal with? But Yolanda is not the only one in the Hadid family who disagreed with her son-in-law and has even been rude to Zayn. The relationship was too toxic and went too far. Recently, according to various media sources, Zayn Malik and Yolanda Hadid argued on September 29th at the family home on the outskirts of Philadelphia. During the fight, the singer allegedly pushed Gigi's mother against a dresser, according to court documents. Malik continuously insulted Yolanda Hadid. Zayn is also fed up with Gigi not defending him at home or in public. These are real family problems. The details of the altercation became public on October 28th when TMZ published a report that Malik had struck Yolanda. In a statement to the outlet, Malik adamantly denied striking her, saying, quote, "I hope that Yolanda will reconsider her false allegations and move towards healing these family issues in private." Having pleaded no contest to the charges, Malik is required to serve 90 days of probation for each of the 4 counts. He must also complete an anger management class and a domestic violence program and is barred from having contact with Yolanda or McMahon. According to a source close to Gigi, the tensions between Yolanda and Zayn have been long simmering. Yolanda is, of course, very protective of Gigi, says the source. She wants the best for her daughter and grandchild. She has had some issues with Zayn. He has a complicated personality, and she thinks he should treat Gigi better. It's been hard at times for Gigi to live with him. Really? She wants the best for her, or is she controlling her daughter? As for Malik's relationship with Yolanda, Gigi told Harper's Bazaar earlier this year about her family's dynamics, explaining that Malik usually sided with her mom in discussions. This is not to say that I don't have a heart or Bella doesn't have a brain, but when dealing with family stuff and world issues, my mom calls me the brain and Bella the heart, Gigi said at the time. My brother is half and half. Whatever the family dinner table discussion is, Bella will be very emotional and compassionate, and I'm sitting there pulling up charts and infographics, speaking very calmly. At the time, Gigi also revealed how Malik fit in with her family. At first, he was like, how do I get a word in edgewise? But now he is very comfortable. He speaks his mind. When he's in the middle of a family thing and everyone's like, Zayn, whose side are you on? He's charming. He's usually on my mom's side, so he's smart in that sense. As far as we know, these family issues are not recent. But we are interested in what do you think about this? Do you think that Yolanda is a toxic mother? Should Gigi stand by Zayn and defend him against her mother? Let us know in the comments below and do not forget to subscribe.